In the heart of Whispering Woods, there lived a clever fox named Mr. Rusty. With his bright orange fur and bushy tail, Mr. Rusty was known for his quick wit and cunning tricks. He prided himself on being the smartest animal in the forest, always finding ways to outsmart the other creatures. One sunny morning, Mr. Rusty woke up feeling particularly mischievous. He decided to play a trick on his neighbors. "I'll show everyone just how clever I am," he thought with a sly grin. First, he visited his burrow. "Oh, Mrs. There!" he called out. "I've discovered a secret carrot patch on the other side of the forest. But you must hop there with your eyes closed, or the magic carrots will disappear." Mr. Share, excited by the prospect of delicious carrots, agreed. Mr. Rusty led her in circles, chuckling to himself as Mrs. Hare hopped blindly behind him. Next, he found Mr. Badger digging for grubs. "Mr. Badger," Mr. Rusty said, "I know where you can find the juiciest grubs in the whole forest. But you have to dig with your eyes shut, or they'll burrow away." Mr. Badger, eager for a tasty meal, began digging furiously with his eyes closed, while Mr. Rusty watched and laughed. Finally, he approached Ms. Owl, who was reading a book on her favorite branch. "Miss Owl," he called, "I found a magical book that tells the future. But you can only read it if you turn your head upside down and close your eyes." Ms. Owl, curious about this magical book, did as Mr. Rusty suggested, nearly falling off her branch in the process. Mr. Rusty was having so much fun tricking his neighbors that he didn't notice where he was going. Suddenly, he tumbled down a steep hill, rolling over and over until he landed with a splash in a muddy pond. As he climbed out, covered in slimy green algae, he heard giggles coming from the forest. All the animals he had tricked were watching him, laughing at his misfortune. "Oh, Mr. Rusty," said Mrs. Hare, "it seems your clever tricks have backfired." Mr. Badger nodded. Perhaps being the cleverest isn't always the best thing after all. Ms. Owl fluttered down and added wisely, "True wisdom comes from kindness, not from tricking others." Mr. Rusty felt ashamed. He realized that his tricks had not made him clever, but mean. "I'm sorry, everyone," he said, his ears drooping. "I thought being cunning made me special, but I see now that it only made me lonely. Can you forgive me?" The animals looked at each other and smiled. Of course, we forgive you, Mr. Rusty," Here. We all make mistakes sometimes. What matters is that you learn it from it, added Mr. Badger. From that day on, Mr. Rusty used his cleverness to help his friends instead of tricking them. He taught Mrs. Hare how to find the best carrots, showed Mr. Badger where the juiciest grubs live, and read stories to Miss Owl. As the days passed, Mr. Rusty discovered that being kind and helpful made him much happier than playing tricks. He made many new friends, and the forest became a more joyful place for everyone. And so, the cunning fox learned an important lesson: true cleverness lies not in outsmarting others, but in using your talents to bring joy and help those around you.